We're going to do a prefetch test here. Let's see if it does or does not speed up your computer. Okay, I'm going to pick a particular program, in this case OpenOffice Writer, and we're going to start it up. Now I've already clicked on it. You can see the icon change. Okay, all of 4 seconds to start up. Let's find out by closing this. Okay, go here. Have my prefetch files right here. Okay, hit Control A, delete my prefetch, go here, close that window, empty my recycle bin, and let's see what happens now. Same speed, but let's stop for just a minute, close it, and try opening it one more time. Same speed. Someone said on YouTube that this will slow your computer down. I don't denote anything slower about how quickly this program is starting. Now this thing takes a few seconds to preload. However, you do notice that time it did get about a second faster. I would challenge anyone who takes a look, and I would ask you to logically think this through. Let's go ahead and go back in here briefly. Open up the Prefetch. Now, you have 3 files now in your Prefetch. Windows went and ran it. However, you notice when I emptied it, now I empty it every few days. I had a long list of program files in there I don't access all the time. If those build up and you don't delete them, guess what? Over time, your computer will slow down because Prefetch is going through and reading that whole list in order to find the shortcut that you're looking for. Hence, the more things you have in your Prefetch, the slower the computer's going to run. It's going to go through that whole list because it's just a computer program. Starts at line 1, goes through line 50 or 2,000 or however many prefetches you have till it finds the one it wants. The best way to keep your computer optimized for running quickly makes logical sense is the less stuff you have in Prefetch on a regular basis, the faster it's going to run. Now, will this slow your computer down the first time you try clicking on something? Probably. It's going to slow it down just a second. Is it going to slow it down in the long run? No. It's probably going to make it faster. Because remember, over time you open programs, some you don't open every day, some you don't use all the time. They go into this prefetch list, and unless you delete them, they're here. So before long you'll have 500 or 1,000 files in here. Doesn't make any sense to keep that 500 or 1,000 files in there that Windows goes through and reads one at a time until it gets to what you want to open for a program. Doesn't make any logical sense, does it? The less stuff Windows has to read through, the faster it works. Anyway, enough said. Go ahead and hit Control A and delete them again. I'm a proponent of cleaning out your prefetch. The reason I clean out my prefetch is anything I can do to minimize the start time on Windows programs or other applications. I prefer doing it that way. Quite honestly, when I cleared Prefetch after a couple weeks of not running it or letting it build up files, it works a lot faster. Same thing with cleaning your temporary files and other things that you can do, such as internet temporary files, history files, cache files. All of those things tend to build up and slow your computer down. The less. Okay, just so you know, I'm not making this up. I'm going to go ahead and show you what my results were. Let me pull up the Prefetch here. Please notice, select all 57 objects in there, 2.5 seconds slower to open up the same program. Not hard to do that math. 2 seconds every time you go in to start the same program. Pretty simple to figure out. You're saving time. Anyway, this is not made up by cutting this video after I've already created the video that you're currently watching. So I'm going to splice this in for you, and you can make up your own minds. The less stuff you have stored that Windows has to access and try to assimilate before it starts the program just takes more time. Now, again, logically thinking, if you go through one time and do it, it's probably not going to make a lot of difference. However, as files in the cache, files in your temporary directory, files in your prefetch start to add up, it's going to take its toll and slow it down. It's just logical sense. It's got more stuff to read through, takes a longer time to read through it. That's simple math. Anyway, thanks for watching.